Hi, this is Ann, and I'm working on a mixed media piece, and that piece requires these little felt pieces that I call felt cups. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you how I make those before I show you the whole other project. What you'll need for those is an eco felt or acrylic or plastic type felt, not fabric, needs to melt, and some tweezers, and I like locking tweezers best for this project. You'll need a little tea candle or some kind of candle with a wick and something to light that with. Once I've cut my strips, I cut them into squares. So this happens to be 5/8 an inch. You can do any size you want. Then the squares I cut into circles. And I'm going to light my flame. Do this in a well-ventilated place, by the way. And I'm going to pick up my circle with I'm just going to grab the tiniest bit of fiber, so I'm barely holding on to it. And I'm going to hold it above the flame. If you get too close, the outside of your cup will be really dark, which might be okay. You might like that effect. It's kind of a neat contrast depending on your color. And it will go faster. So it takes a little practice getting at the idea of how close you want to be, but you don't want to be too close, especially to begin with. And I'm going to go in a circular motion like this. And you can see it's already started to happen, even though I barely was over it. And then you can go very, very small, or you can stop before then. And be careful when they come off of the heat. They're hot, and they're kind of like hot glue in that the plastic part will be stringy if it touches other things. And if they touch each other, they really will stick together. My fire went out, so let me relight it. Might be the end of my candle here. Might have to get another one. Okay, hopefully we're not setting off any fire alarms. So once again, I have it barely touched on the fiber, and I'm going to just hold it over. This one's curved a little bit. I'm going to flip that over, because if it's curved, I want that side down, just probably because the felt was folded in my container. And I'm going to go in little circles. You can go really fast if you get really close, but again, that'll make the edge black. And I like that size, so I'm going to stop right there. Now, I'm going to use those in my project, and I may do this, which is to put little beads. Let me zoom in a little bit. Hopefully my focus will stay. I'm going to put little beads in the center, and that may be the center of my flower. You could take them and just put one bead in the middle. In fact, I'll link up here to a video I have, Day of the Dead, Unmasking the Skull it's called, and it's a video where I used the same little embellishment, mixed media embellishment, and I put one bead in the center, and I used them around the outside of the skull eye sockets. So you may want to go look at that. The other thing you can do, if you don't want to cut circles, try something a little different, would be to grab a square, excuse me, and instead of just going in circles with the square, I'm going to kind of rock it. It'll still go round to a certain extent, and what you end up with are little points like a little crown. So that's another idea. You could use those instead of just the circles. They're just a little different kind of a cup. So I hope you found this interesting and that you might give it a try. I appreciate you watching the video and hope that you will like it and subscribe. And we'll see you when I do the next project. Thanks for being here.